All right, y'all. Welcome back to devsspotpodcast. Here, episode 2. Two of my guys from high school joining us today. You got my boy Kale. You got my boy Bear here. Kale DC over at SH for the freshman team. You got Bear, offensive quality control coach over at City College. You know, he's been my guys for a minute. Some of their high school highlights. Bear ran for 6 touchdowns against Thurgood Marshall his senior year in high school. Kale put to sleep Mr. Kevin King from the DB from the Packers. Never let that one go. Shout out to your boy. But say something to the people.
What's happening with y'all, man? What's happening?
Man, I appreciate it, man. That was
yeah. That's something to brag about for
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
You got to talk about that every now and then. But, today we're going to be talking about everything football. We're going to talk about the draft. We're going to talk about what the season going to look like next year. Talk about the politics and all of that go into high school football and things like that. So, here we go. So, the first question y'all would be, who do you all think won the NFL draft this year? Top 2 teams, top 3 teams that you think really did it.
I'm going to go number 1. I feel like everybody know how I feel about Trey Lance.
Uh-oh.
Let's talk about it.
Uh-oh.
When you got a Super Bowl ready team and then you bring in a quarterback who could just, man, it's crazy.
So you go with the
I'm
Niners?
going with the Niners number 1, man.
Oh, I was not expecting that one.
See, if I would have said it, it would have been a little biased. You feel me?
Yeah.
People would have thought it would have been biased,
just
but
think about it from just a team builder's standpoint. It's like that's crazy, bro. It's almost similar to like Tom Brady going to Tampa Bay. Like
right.
You gain an asset that was hindering you prior. You feel me? So. Yeah. I think the Niners getting a guy who's 6'4", 230, who's healthy, who could take punishment.
Yeah.
And he's multifaceted. Like, that's crazy, bro.
And he could throw that thing.
Yeah.
And I give it to him, man. I told you I've been on Trey Lance since last November. Bear was on him a little bit before that. I give it to him. He was the first person I knew was talking about Trey Lance. Now, I know he's a Saints fan, but maybe we could get him over the Niner Nation a little bit. You feel me? Now that we got Trey, we can see.
I'm definitely going to see him live. I got to.
Okay.
It's only right. It's only right.
Yeah, rock with us one time.
It's only right. For sure, I got to see him live a couple times. You feel me?
So, Kel, what you thinking? Who you got?
Well, my number 1, like I said, you feel me? The Niners. Now, people might say it's a little biased, but I just think, you feel me, just the way we drafted. Like, besides Trey Lance. Yeah. The next round we got a big guard.
Right.
A big guard. And he from the Bay, too. Yeah. So,
only gave him, 2 sacks in his whole career?
You put him next to Trent, too.
Then we got Alex Mack.
You don't see too many people moving like that. Same like with Trey Lance. Like,
yeah.
For his size, like, he moved. Whew.
I ain't gonna lie. When we first did it, I was hot because, we traded back. I wanted Asante Samuel. That was, man. But
I did, too.
When I looked him up, when people was telling me about him after I read, I'm like, okay, he a boy.
Yeah.
So that's something, yeah.
Yeah. Me, too. I had to, get used to it a little bit because I wanted Trayvon Moorick that second round.
Okay.
I think the Raiders got him.
Yeah.
But he a boy for sure. So
definitely.
So who would be another team outside the Niners then?
I got the Panthers for sure.
Panthers?
It's hurting me. I mean, like when you get J.C. Horn. Oh my God.
That boy's a dog.
And then they really got the steal of the draft to me for real in the 5th round.
Talk to me. Who?
The D tackle from Iowa, Nixon, man.
He's a boy.
And you pairing him with Derrick Brown, bruh, and Brian Burns, like.
Yeah.
So then tell me this. So then with all they did in the draft, getting Darnold, you think they got a chance at winning your division?
I don't know. It might be a little bit too early. I mean, getting Terrace Marshall was crazy.
Another steal. That's another steal.
They was hitting all off season, bro. All off season, bro. I don't know, but I do got them going second in our division.
Second.
For sure.
Okay.
For sure.
So wait, who was first then?
Yeah.
I got the Bucks winning our division.
Oh, okay. So we gonna have to circle back to that. So you got the Bucks and the Panthers. Okay.
Let's timestamp this.
Okay. As a Saints fan, we got to get back to him in that one. Kill, you got any more teams from the draft that really did it?
Man, I really like what Miami did.
Miami.
Miami, they didn't fall into the media pressure of getting another quarterback.
Right.
They stuck with my guy Tua. And
Come on, man. Tua.
You
know
know,
he got a picture up in the room. You know that's my guy.
I've been rocking with Tua. So they stuck with Tua and they built around him.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? They added his guy, Jalen Waddle, in it.
Right.
Man.
They got Fuller over the offseason.
Yeah, Will Fuller
Yeah.
is another weapon. You still got Devontae Parker, who was his favorite, because when Fitzpatrick was playing, you know, I don't know what it was between them, but he wasn't really hitting Devontae Parker as much as Tua was. So you had that.
And they had the pass rusher from Miami.
Yeah. I thought he was the best pass rusher this year.
Yeah.
Jalen Phillips.
Him and another guy who I got. I'm going to talk about that with my next team.
Okay.
My third team.
Okay. So what's that third? Let's talk about it.
I think I feel like the Giants have probably one of the best offseasons.
The Giants? Ooh. The Giants, okay.
I mean, look, bro. When you got Sterling Shepard already. They got another receiver. I forgot who it was. Another like small guy though. I'm gonna have to look that up. But and then you add Kenny Galladay.
Yeah.
You trade back with Chicago. You get another first rounder for next year.
Mm-hmm.
And you get Kadarius Toney.
That boy, that's a boy.
You feel me? Then
that's a boy.
You feel me? You got Saquon coming back healthy.
Mm-hmm.
Then you draft who I thought was probably the second best pass rusher, Aziz.
Okay.
Yeah.
In the second round.
Yeah.
I think they got him in the second round. It might have been lower, but the Giants hitting. And that defense was already.
That defense was already the strength. Yeah.
And you bringing in Adoree Jackson, Logan Ryan coming back.
Right. They still got Darian Holmes.
Yeah, I'm saying that defense is nice, bro.
Yeah.
That defense is nice.
So then, before we move on to divisions in general, who you think missed it completely? Like, who did terrible this draft? Who was just, what were you doing?
I think this might surprise. I'm going to start off with this team, bro. I'm going to start off with the Jaguars.
The Jaguars? I didn't really like them going with the running back with the first round.
Bro.
You got a rookie running back that just ran for over 1,000 last year.
Yeah.
Why would you go? This is not college, like, bro. You can't just.
Yeah.
That wasn't. I thought that was suspect.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think they definitely did that because Najee went the pick before.
Yeah.
You feel me? Najee went the pick before. Like I said, I thought they could have got him with their first pick of the next day.
Yeah.
But
he would have been there.
That's where Trevor should have went instead of him dropping to the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
That's where he should have went. Because
Yeah,
you got a rookie quarterback, you got to build a defense, bro.
Yeah.
They already got offensive pieces, like you said. You got a running back who ran for a bill. You feel me? 1,000 yards. You feel me?
Yeah.
And then you got 2-3 receivers who are already competent, who are NFL level receivers, and then I don't know. Like you could have went offensive line, I would have understood it.
Yeah. Right, that would have made more sense.
At 25, you feel me? I would have understood that. But I don't know.
But another back, and didn't do the backs even complement each other? Like, I don't really know like how they gonna fit.
That's another thing. I don't like the AK comparison with a Tenier.
That's not it.
That's not a.
That's not.
That's a lazy.
For
comp.
real? You don't like that?
No.
That's a lazy comp.
I mean, I can see it, but it is lazy though. It is lazy.
It's a lazy comp.
I can see it though, but it's
I don't know.
It's
I don't know if I give him
AK.
that.
They lost games off him dropping passes, and that's probably
not,
AK biggest. You feel me? His biggest.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah. The Jags for sure could have did better. I mean, obviously the first pick was just a no-brainer. So after that, you got to really judge from that second pick on.
Come on, man. So either you protect your quarterback or you build him a defense.
And you wouldn't got him another running back.
I forgot who they got the first pick in the second round too. So
the Jags. What about you, Kel?
With me, it's like I'm kind of confused. I wouldn't really call them losers because I feel like just the team in general is a good team, and maybe it might work, but just off the question alone, I didn't really get the Bills too much.
The Bills?
Yeah. I could agree with that.
They took pass rusher after pass rusher, and that wasn't their problem.
Yeah. Did they get the receiver?
No, but they signed Emmanuel Sanders. So.
They signed E-Man.
Okay.
Yeah. But I feel that. I feel like they can't. I feel like they always draft pass rushers because they can't hit on any.
Yeah.
Think of like Ed Oliver and then the other guy, AJ Espana. Like that was a high pick for them like a year or two ago.
So they just reaching.
Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know what's going on with Buffalo.
Yeah, but they're a good team though, and I can still see them. You feel me? Advancing and it actually working out for them.
They just kind of stay stagnant.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that. I feel that.
So that's their division to lose right now.
For sure.
I would agree.
Agree. I got them winning the division.
I would agree.
I still think they the only team that could even probably give, I think they still got the best shot right now.
I feel like that's probably why they trying to find a hit on one.
Yeah.
That's probably why they're trying to hit on the pass.
They know they need to go get that boy.
They gotta go get him, yeah, for sure.
Cause we'll talk about it later.
But wait, before we move on from the draft, this is the last question I wanted to ask. You just touched on the Jags. So I was debating my guy the other day, and we was talking about situations for these 5 quarterbacks.
Mm-hmm.
If you had to rank the situations of the 5 quarterbacks based off of what the team did off season, like how the situation they come into with the draft and all of that, how would you rank the situations for the top 5 quarterbacks?
Well, I think we know who we both finna agree number 1 is.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
That boy.
Trey Lance going into the best situation, bro. That's not
right.
That's not debatable.
Yeah, so it's really 2 through 5, really. So who was?
Honestly, bro, I'm gonna say New England with Mac Jones, just because you getting paired up with Bill Belichick.
Okay.
You getting paired up with Bill Belichick. He's gonna build a defense, so you always gonna have a defense.
Right.
You just gotta learn how to play quarterback in the NFL, bro.
I'm not mad at it.
And if you sit here, you got 2 tight ends. Like even if you play towards the end of the season, but like if you sit here, let the Patriots go get you a number 1, whether it's free agency or the draft. You feel me? I think that's probably the second best.
Okay.
And then what about past that?
It's tough. I'll say Trevor.
Trevor?
I'll say Trevor.
Why?
Just it's not really his situation. It's more the other ones. Like if I'm Justin Fields, like I'm going in there knowing Matt Nagy on the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you got decent weapons. I mean,
but he
playing in the NFC, bro. Like let's be honest. Like,
you
playing in the NFC.
But you got a defense though.
Yeah.
They've been having that defense the last couple of years.
So you would go Trevor, and then what about you? That'd be your order too?
Nah, I will put Justin Fields right there.
At 3?
At 3, just because, I hear him because, with Matt Nagy being on the hot seat and everything, that can, possibly affect his play, but I just like the team around him. It's not as strong as the team, Trey Lance got or even Mac Jones, but it's like they always ball. Chicago always ball. They get their games in it usually, even when they're not clicking. So you kind of pair Justin Fields with Matt Nagy, who I guess he been wanting a quarterback for some time now.
Chicago been wanting a quarterback for some time.
Right.
Yeah.
He arguably their best quarterback already in their history.
Yeah. See, it's close for sure because the boy can play. So that was the debate because my guy was saying Trevor Lawrence and I was saying Justin Fields. Because the only reason I was saying it is just because all you was hearing last year is all the Bears need is a quarterback. They a quarterback away. Like they went 8-8 last year without a quarterback. So it's like you put him in that situation. I know they kind of need an O-line, but with his mobility, that kind of don't help that a little bit.
They can get away with it, especially like rookie quarterbacks. They get away with stuff because it's not film on them.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
So people not true. And he coming in with a chip on the. He kind of like dropped. He got the Deshaun Watson factor. Okay, y'all want to sleep on me? Like you see how he was at the draft, bro. Was not happy.
He was not happy.
He was not smiling.
He should be a saint. But
we don't need none of that. So he went to where he needed to go.
And that's scary too, though, because he real motivated too. So
yeah, I can't. It's like tit for tat with the number 3 spot.
Yeah,
I think everybody would agree that Zach Wilson probably going into the worst situation.
Right.
And it's not nothing to do with his coaching. It's just the Jets.
Yeah.
It's not even his personnel because I think his personnel pretty decent. Yeah. He don't got no running back, but
It's just the Jets, though, bro.
It's the Jets. It's the
They're
Jets.
gonna find a way to blow it.
Yeah.
But even though, honestly, though, I think Justin Fields, like, they got a spot for, like, argument for a second. Like, I know the Bill Belichick factor is just huge, but, like,
No, yeah.
that team, when you look at, like, the roster, like, I mean, they definitely did some things this offseason, but I just don't know if that roster just take away the quarterback. Like, if you just had the Bears roster and then the Pats roster, I think the Bears still got a little bit better on paper. Like, they still, I'm telling you, the O-line, they need help. But I feel like they go, if they could bring in one or two guys, you feel me, they might could.
That's the same with, like, they need a wide receiver, too, for sure.
Yeah, they need, okay.
They need another receiver, for sure.
But they got a brother that's arguably, top 5, 6, bruh.
Allen Robinson?
Bruh.
You got Allen that high?
We could talk about it later.
You got Allen that high?
With who he be balling, bro.
That's
with nobody.
I'm not hating.
But
it's just the other guys. I think the top 6 are like.
It's vicious. It's vicious.
The top 6 are special. You know what I mean? Like
it's vicious right now.
The top 6 are special.
So is he top 10 then?
He probably top 10.
Yeah.
He probably top 10.
Yeah, we're gonna have to go through the list later because man, I'm trying to see who all ahead of my guy. I like A-Rob.
I like him too though.
Yeah, no.
I like A-Rob.
He a guy for sure. For sure.
Okay, so let's see. So going into next season, now we talked a little bit about the off season. We talked a little bit about the draft. Going into division winners and things like that. If you had to go through your division winners, how many do you think are going to be different? Like, how many teams do you think might can make the playoffs this year that didn't make it? Who you think is still a division? Things like that.
Okay, where you want to start? What division you want to start with?
Yeah, we could go by division.
What division?
You want to go division by division?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's get it started with the AFC North.
AFC North.
Ooh, come on.
I got the Browns winning.
Let's get it
bro.
hot. Let's get it going early.
I got the Browns winning that, bro.
So listen, they said on NFL Live that it's the Browns and it's not even close. The Ravens, Pittsburgh, nobody has a shot.
I get why somebody would say that. I get why somebody would say that. See, my thing is what's close though. Like, I mean, what's not close.
I mean, they was basically saying like a 2-3 game.
That's cool.
Margin.
That's cool.
That's cool.
I think that's realistic. Yeah, that's realistic.
Kid, what you think? Kid, you over here smiling, brother. What you think?
Man, I think Baltimore.
Baltimore's where you going?
Baltimore, bro. Like, people just keep disrespecting Lamar. You feel me? The defense gonna be what it is, but now they actually give him weapons this year.
Right.
Tylen Wallace, who I don't know how they got him, but they got him.
Right.
Bruh.
And then if Sammy could stay healthy, bro, with Hollywood Brown, and we know what the run game is. We know what it is. He just need to open up that Greg Roman, man. He just need to open up that playbook.
That's what I'm saying,
And
man.
they there?
Bruh. I think they could win it because I don't know. I mean, the Browns, I think, will give them, good games.
Stefanski, bro.
He's nice.
Yeah.
It's coaching, man.
I respect him.
It's coaching, bro.
Like,
I think that's what's gonna give them the edge. Like, Harbaugh being a special team coach take away that down to down factor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, special teams, they might get 10 plays a game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you said, Greg Roman. It's all on Greg Roman, bro.
Yeah.
And that question right there, that question mark, is why I got to give Browns the edge, bro.
Yeah.
So we sitting there talking. So the Steelers are just cooked. They have no shot.
Nah, bro. Yeah, they cooked, bro.
Bro, I mean they gotta.
They
I know Big Ben can't bend his knees, bro, but
they cooked, bro.
Not even for a while. So they not even. It's over.
They cooked.
Najee them ain't gonna help. The run game ain't gonna.
I gotta see it. I gotta see it.
I don't think they're done yet. I think them getting Najee, like, probably extended Big Ben's career
I think with the extra,
a little bit.
With the extra game and make it, like, tricky. Because what's done? Like, are we saying, like, do they make the playoffs?
Yeah.
I don't think they make the playoffs.
So they have a 0% shot of making the playoff.
That's
Yeah,
tough.
because the deep, you still got T.J. Watt, you still got Minka.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The other guy coming off the injury, but you know what I'm saying? I mean,
I don't think nobody can name their 2 starting corners though.
we was talking about this, that's where stuff gets suspect, you know,
Hey,
but
Nah, Joe Hayden's still there though. I mean, he ain't Joe Hayden, but he.
I mean, in the division where you got Jamar Chase now and Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins,
Yeah.
Odell and Jarvis,
Yeah.
so,
Rashad Bateman and Marquise.
They did lose Bud Dupree too.
And that's not even talking about the tight ends like Mark Andrews, Austin Hooper.
Yeah.
so tell me this. If the Browns don't win the division, is that Baker Mayfield's job then? Because, they got the defense, they got the offense.
No, that's not his job.
How?
It depends on how bad they are. Because I think if they're second place,
But if they don't make the playoffs?
that's his job.
You know, he gonna be on the hot seat for sure.
If he getting cut if they don't make the
No,
playoffs?
he's not getting cut.
He on the hot seat.
Hot seat for sure.
They go do some similar to how we did. They go, all right, Baker, you want to keep playing? All right. They go trade up in the next year's draft or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And they go try to get one of them QBs or something, bro. They go, all right, we got something for you.
Okay, so you got the Ravens. Brother Bear got the Browns.
Yeah, I don't know, man, if they make the playoffs.
I'm rooting for Najee though.
Got to root for Najee, bro. Shout out to Najee for sure. Always root
Definitely
for
shout
bro.
out to Najee.
So,
Shout out to Najee for sure.
Definitely.
let me see.
For sure.
Who else we got? AFC East. We
'Cause
probably
look,
that's probably
hey,
over.
All right, look. Let me side note real quick though. 7 teams can make a conference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are they better than the Bills or Miami right now?
No,
Are they better than the Chiefs?
no.
Are they better than the Chargers right now to you? Or do you got to see it?
The Chargers look good, bro, but yeah, I got to see it, bro.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think they're gonna be good though. Don't get me wrong, but I still.
What about the Colts?
Ooh.
They're not better than the Colts to me though.
Hey, listen,
To me.
I'm a Carson Wentz guy, so I can't sit here and say that they're better than the Colts. I got Carson Wentz doing this thing this year.
No, yeah, I got the Colts winning their division.
Yeah,
That might be a surprise. I think Carson will revive his career.
yeah, I think it's not over with, bro.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Are they,
Yeah, no,
are
they
they
not.
better than the Titans?
No.
That's 1, 2,
Hey,
3, 4, 5. That's 5 teams already. Are they better than the Browns or the Ravens?
No.
That's 7. That's 7 playoff spots. And I didn't name the Pats. You said the Chargers. You gotta see it. And those are the only 2 other teams that's probably gonna
So
continue.
they gonna fight for it. They gonna be. The thing is the Browns gonna be the Browns, or is they really new and improved? That's what we gonna see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's like, on paper, bro, they one of the most talented teams in the league. If we just talking about it, like
Who?
the Browns
Oh yeah, for sure.
on both ends of the ball, bro. They got
especially after the draft, bro.
they killed it. So it's like
Man.
we gonna see is Baker for real. Odell coming back. They say they're not getting rid of him, so we gonna see what they do. They D-line nasty.
They D-line nasty.
Yeah.
And they got that linebacker from Notre Dame.
Oh yeah, bro, he a
Owosu.
problem.
Yeah.
And now he could that's inspired for Lamar. You got your spy guy.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
You got your spy guy. He could go sideline to sideline.
I gotta see it though. Look, I gotta see it because Lamar, he been that boy the last couple seasons.
Did they? Hold on. Let me check if they beat the Browns. You could go to the.
No, I mean that last game they beat. Remember that last game when Lamar he had the bubble guts.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah,
did get him.
yeah.
They did get him.
He came back.
Yeah.
That's why I just feel like it's just too hard to say the Browns is for sure gonna win because it's
Yeah.
like them really they big brothers. Like the Ravens and the Steelers is
Yeah.
the big homie. So it's like, is they for sure? I got to see him knock the big brother out.
Yeah.
Bro. And I know they did in the playoffs, but that was cool. But like, I just need
Yeah.
to
It
see.
wasn't no. Yeah.
I don't know. I need to see it again.
Yeah.
So we gonna see. Let's go. You said. So let's go to your division, man. You said.
That's what you want to start with.
That's
What you want to start with.
You said your division looking rough. Saints third in the division.
Third.
Definitely third. We got Falcons losing it. I got Falcons losing it.
See, yeah, Falcons. They just.
For real.
I don't think.
I had the Falcons and the Raiders, my other 2 losers. in the draft, yeah.
Because I told you, bro, when we was talking, I just don't see why you take a tight end. Like, the tight end, like, he raw. But
with Justin Fields on the board.
Yeah.
And Justin Fields from Atlanta.
Yeah, but they need to pull the trigger. Because for him to even be at 4 was a steal. So it's like, why would you not take him? You got to get ready for Matt Ryan, dog. That's finna be over.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I'm happy they passed on him.
Yeah.
And Carolina, even though they got JC, that hurt me too. But
because if Atlanta would have got Justin Fields, they would have got JC. Yeah, it was starting.
Imagine Justin with Terrace Marshall, with Robbie Anderson, DJ Moore, and Christian McCaffrey.
Yeah, bro. I don't know how they looked at Justin Fields. I mean, like I said, JC, but you got to get that QB.
Yeah.
And Darnold is good, bro. I like Darnold, but
Yeah. I like Darnold. I think he gonna ball for them. That's why I got bro. That's a good team in Carolina, bro.
sheesh. So y'all coming in third. You really don't believe in Jameis that much, bro? It's really that bad for Jameis, bro?
It's not just Jameis though. Like, I gotta see everything else. I'm not gonna say I don't like our DT room, like our defensive tackle room, but like, I gotta see it. I gotta see how that linebacker play from Ohio State. I think that corner from Stanford gonna be a baller though.
Okay.
Opposite of Marshawn, I think he's
Devo, yeah.
I think he gonna be a baller.
John Lynch wanted him.
I think he gonna got like all pro. Cause if he didn't play last year. He opted out, but I think he had first round grade, bro, for sure.
Okay.
And we got him in the third.
Yeah.
So third in the division.
I think y'all gonna finish second.
Second.
I think so. Just the way y'all draft, the way the Saints draft, like it might not be the splashy games or it might not be the. How can I say?
Yeah, like the flashy pick.
Yeah, the flashy pick or the immediate need, but they draft pick just always work out. It always work out for them.
Yeah.
So I mean, but then again, it is no Drew, so.
Yeah. And wide receiver 2 is still shaky.
Yeah. Real shaky.
But hopefully Sop can make it.
Hopefully, yeah, I'm sure.
That'd be lit.
I need at least 800 yards. That's good production from a wide receiver 2.
Yeah.
Whoever it is, I need it.
Yes, that'd be cool. If y'all could get that, bro, y'all could compete.
Yeah.
Y'all could compete.
Depending on how Jameis play, like, we could be second in the division, bro.
Bro, y'all defense go ball.
I think we can still beat the Bucks one of the 2 times we play them.
Yeah.
For sure.
I agree.
Yeah, it's not over.
So.
It's not over. Yeah, bro. So let's talk about our division, bro. Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it.
Boys.
Yeah.
So what we looking like, bro? We back, healthy. You know what I'm saying? What is
healthy, number one. But health is a bit of a question mark. But I feel like we drafted well enough to kind of, still be competitive.
And Sherm coming back.
Man, okay, so I'm like, sure. He was talking like he was for sure gone.
Yeah.
Sherm coming back.
I think that would be cool. On the right price, Sherman would be cool, Especially, he real cool with Lenore. Lenore, who we just drafted out of Oregon.
Yeah.
They from like the same city and everything, so he real cool with him. He got Ambry Thomas, who's just athletic, but if you put it together and you have a guy like Sherman in your ear, coaching you up, man, that could be big. And we still got Jay Fever, Jason Verrett, and Mosley. So I mean, it's gonna be competition there, which we need for sure.
For sure.
So then, okay, so in our division, the Rams, I have a question about them because, they gave up the what they gave up for Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
They give up, they go for it.
Yeah, yeah.
So, like, and I was talking to one of my other guys, Black, about it. Like, I commend them for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, in football, you got to win when you can win. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
I agree.
Going forward, like, that's why we traded our picks. We went and got the right guy. I'm all for it. But do you think they really had enough to compete? Like, are they as close as they think they are to us or close to the top of the division or conference as a whole? Because I looked up the odds behind the Bucks. They the second favorites.
In the NFC?
In the NFC, and then we the third. They like plus 1,300, we plus 1,400. So that's what I'm saying. Is it really, like I said, I commend them. They went for it. They went and got a better quarterback. But is it a little overhyped? or
It's definitely. I think they like that might be a thing. Like they might be a regular season team. You feel me?
Yeah.
That's what. Was that a Super Bowl odds or what? Or
no,
like
that was
just-
Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
No, that was to win. That was to go to the Super Bowl.
That's crazy.
That was to go. So the only teams that had, it
Matt
was.
Stafford take him over the top that much?
That's what they said, good brother. I said I didn't know, but you know they
I
had.
don't know. I mean,
And really, they was third in the whole NFL. It was the Chiefs, then it was the Bucks, and then it was the Rams, and then it was us and the Bills tied for fourth spot.
Okay.
That's what I seen this morning.
That's crazy.
So it's like they the third best team in the whole league with just Matthew. I mean, like, listen, Matthew Stafford is a boy.
No, yeah, he a boy.
He could make some of the throws that all these like Mahomes and A-Rod make.
Nah, I mean,
but I don't know, bro.
They got better. They got better than us, bro. The last 2 years, bro, we beat them 4 times. Ever since they got Jalen, they 0-4 against us. So I don't even think they better than us. And last year, our whole roster was our whole defense was depleted. You feel me?
Right.
So you get everybody healthy, you feel me? Our draft picks, you know, some free agent signings, bro. It's
and that's what, like, just think about it from like a football standpoint, like a schematic standpoint. I guess Matthew Stafford opened it up for you.
Yeah.
I guess he do.
I mean, they got weapons too.
They do.
They got
But
weapons.
the thing is, like, for what I think Sean McVay would want to do, are y'all gonna have enough time to do it?
Right.
You feel me? Like maybe against Seattle, but against the Niners, who they gonna have a 7-8 man rotation, or even
the Cardinals.
The Cardinals, who gonna have a nice little inside 7-man front. You know what I mean? And then Isaiah Simmons, you'll never know what he gonna do in year 2.
Oh my God,
He might add something like coming off the edge or something. Like he's just an athletic freak. So
yeah, because they might mean the Cardinals.
Watt,
yeah.
J.J. Watt's there.
They did go get J. So
Chandler Jones. Come on, man. Come on, man.
So do they got action to be right there with the Rams?
Can't forget Buddha. Can't forget
Buddha. Oh yeah, see
a lot of people was disrespecting that man when he got his contract.
Yeah,
and I got the tweets to prove it.
People for sure.
Because I was getting on their line, and then he ended up. Come on, man.
The Cardinals is cool. You know, I got some questions like still about Kyler. Not really questions, but like I just need to see it for like an extended period of time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, the consistency.
Because like I mean, even last year he was doing cool, and then they start losing. Then he did get hurt for like a game or two, but then he came back and it just wasn't the same. So it's like, can you put it together for a whole season? Because they got the talent, bro.
That's why I thought they was gonna get Najee, bro. Like take that kind of like relief off of him.
Thank God they
make
didn't
second
get
and make, like I'm just thinking like make second and third downs easier for him.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I feel like they could have got a linebacker in the second round. Like that could have started day 1.
Yeah.
Like Najee, it wasn't no guy you get in the second round that's starting day 2. Besides the Carolina back, I like him.
Okay.
But like besides those 3 guys, like you weren't gonna get a running back that's gonna start day 1.
I'm still mad the Dolphins didn't take Najee, bro.
Yeah.
I thought that would have been a good pick at 15, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, they did do good, bro. But add Najee, bro, like, I don't even think people really understand. Like, Najee really a boy. He a game changer.
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like what they already gave to Tua, like, to give him that back, I feel like that would have been vicious, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know.
With Waddle, like, coming in the same class, that would have been crazy.
That would have been clean. Them as boys, they all from the same high school class. Like, let's do it. But, yeah, the Steelers was the best bet for him. You far away from all of us.
Yeah.
Big Ben, 100 years old. We don't need it. You know what I'm saying? So moving on, let's move. I mean, we could finish going through that, but I feel like we've been talking about that for a minute, so we should probably transition out of that. You know, I want to make sure we have time enough to talk about the importance of high school sports in the Bay Area, specifically San Francisco. You know, we all SF kids, and we kind of, you know, questions I want to ask is basically around what's going on. Like, you know what I'm saying? What's going on in our city that our kids aren't getting recruited, our kids aren't getting looked at. You think about like kids from like Sarah and all these places, they come into the city to play our kids, and our kids still not getting looked at. It used to be you could send your kid to a private school and they might have a shot, but even the private school kids ain't really getting looked at. So like, what's the problem?
I think the city like caught up in a circle that it can't get out of. Like, there was never a guy for us or the generation before us or before them to look up to, like, oh, I could get out of here, like, you know, like straight to a 4-year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so I think like that kind of like, it's like subconsciously in your mind, like just being a kid from San Francisco, like, what are the odds that I could make it out? You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
So I think it's just a circle that the city can't get out of. Like, I don't know. That's the best way I could say it in words. Like, you feel me? It's crazy though.
Because the talent is here.
Right.
In the city. There's talent in the city, whether it's private or public. Like, and that's just in general. Like, from football, and you can even do hoops, you know, baseball, you know, just the talent is in the city for sure.
Because, like, for me, I looked at, like, it was a list that came out when the decade ended, and it was the top 15 athletes of the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. Not women's sports, not men's sports, both. It wasn't just basketball, it was all sports, top 15. Shout out Niame Harris,
yes, sir,
from the city, from Mission.
Yes,
Shout
sir.
out to him. He was like either number 6 or 7 on the list, behind people like Najee Harris, Jared Goff, Sabrina Ionescu, Aaron Gordon. So them were some people, and I looked through the list, and he was the only kid out of all 15 people that wasn't at a high level D1.
Yeah.
And if you look at his resume, I mean, I think he had 2 MVPs in both football and basketball. He won a state championship in basketball. He won, I think, 3 or 4 AAA championships in both. So it's like, why would you look at that resume and say he the 6th or 7th best player in a whole decade of amazing athletes?
What about
he didn't go D1?
Was the guy from Gal on there?
Who?
The quarterback. He was a year younger than me.
That play baseball.
That played baseball.
No.
And I think he got called up by the Indians.
Yeah, I think he actually in the league right now. Mm-hmm. But no, Niame Harris was the only player from the city from the 2010s on the list. And it was I'm trying to think of some of the other people, but it was like they all was
that
at.
list was crazy that you named though.
Right, just the top 5-4 people, but it's like it was all of them was at a deep Stanford, this place. It's like, why are these schools not coming to get these kids that's doing what they doing and putting on the numbers? Like, even talking about basketball, like when we was in high school, when we went to Sacred Heart, I remember we went down to Midi my junior year, and Taylor Johns, shout out to him. He had a great game. Him and Aaron Gordon went like bucket for bucket. He had like 30 something, and I remember going home telling moms like, "Mom, Taylor just had the best game of his life against the best player he ever gonna play." I thought he had just changed his life. Like, I thought he was finna start getting calls. I'm thinking we finna come to school the next day. They finna be standing at the door waiting for him. Like, I just thought this was finna be like some movie stuff. Like, and I remember we came back and it was just like practice the next day was regular. Like, he had his like the letters he was getting, but it wasn't like nothing drastically changed. Mm-hmm. And that was at Midi. So if Aaron Gordon was the top 10 player in the country, how would this kid give him 30 something, lose by I think 1 or 2 points, and that don't catch your eye, like that don't bring any attention to him? Like, that's just it's something got to be deeper. 6'6", 6'7".
And I'm just thinking about it now. Like, no disrespect to like the past couple teams that won the state championship in the AAA, like Lincoln and Mission. Those were great teams. I mean, Lincoln and Gal. Yeah, those are great teams. Like, but if we talking about the teams like the Mission team I played against, the Mission team my sophomore year, my sophomore year Wash and junior year Wash team, like those teams should have been competing for state.
Yeah, those are some good teams.
You know what I mean? My senior year Lincoln team, those teams was crazy, bro. Like, those teams could have competed for state.
And they don't get the recognition. So it's like, what can they do? Is it like, do they need to travel more? Do they got to play more? Like, is it just the whole system thing, or like what could be done? Because like you said, we got the talent. And I think, like, right now, I think there might be 4 kids at Sarah. I think they're from the city. They got D1 offers. So why do our kids got to go all the way to Sarah to have to get looks? Like, even in hoop, you could even go across the bay to Oakland, and you got people doing cool. Like, you know, they got some people in the league or people going D1. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a stigma with the city particular.
Yeah. Right.
Like, what is it? Like, I don't know.
It's like it's almost like the city. It's like they expect the kids to, you know, just be this perfect athlete. You feel me? Like athletically, like they mark all the boxes. I mean, they check all the boxes of being like a quote unquote D1 recruit. You feel me? So like the these last two D1 signees in high school, you know, shout out to Jew.
Shout out Jew.
Shout out Jew for sure.
Yes, sir.
And then shout out my boy Blue. I just say go
Okay,
hard. You feel me?
Yeah, let's do it.
Like they prototypical athletes. They got the size.
Right.
You know, they've been to camps. They got their name out there. You know, they dominated in their respective leagues. So I mean, it's almost like if you don't have, you know, a Jew's height or a Blue's like size, you know, it's like you almost don't have a chance down there in the city. That's what it feel like. I could be wrong, of course, you feel me, but that's just what it seemed like. Like they expect our kids just to be perfect. So they kind of.
And that's crazy. Like that's crazy because I feel like when we played, we played against bigger comp. Like the size, like just the natural size of the kids, we were bigger.
Yeah.
Right.
So like that's crazy. Like I see it now. Like Drew's definitely a guy who could go dominate across the bay somewhere. You know what I mean? Like he stands out.
Right.
It just felt like when we played, there was 10 to 15 Jews on teams. You know what I mean? Like it was just.
And they just wasn't. I don't know what. It's just tough, man. I don't know, and it's like even like all of the kids now, bro. Like with the YouTube and stuff, like they be having their little highlight tapes. It's not like our kids ain't trying.
Yeah.
It ain't like for hoop they ain't doing the AAU. All of them on AAU teams. All of them doing this. Like I don't know. It's like it's sad.
I mean.
And like even schools like Cal, bro. Like Cal ain't that good. And hoop or football. Why are they not coming to get these guys
in their backyard? Like I don't get it at all. But
and then, you know, like I feel like the easy like escape for people to say like, oh, it's probably like the education.
Right.
Yeah.
But I mean, like we all talked about it. Then it started at the top. Like, and they're not lying. Like, it's a problem with the uppers not pushing these kids. Like, giving them programs like for education or like just promoting what they do on and off the field. Like, you feel me? That stuff should be. Or just giving them opportunities, like, okay, if you need more stuff to do, like, off the field, like, you need to do some community service or whatever, like, just broadening, like, their horizon, you know what I mean? Like, you feel me? Showing them different things, like, so that, like, when it's time for that time, like, you know what I mean, you can get your college resume ready. Now, you got your athletics. Now you're a student athlete. Now, you feel me?
Complete.
Now you got that complete title. Now, you know what I mean? Like, just certain things like that, like, I feel like it should start at the top. Coaches can only do so much. Like,
So, okay, you got something?
Nah, I mean, he hit around the head with that. I mean, I don't disagree with nothing he said. You know, it starts up top, because if you kind of look, like, when our kids don't go nowhere, they go to like one of the 3 JUCOs, and at City, at CSM, at Laney, they're pushing their kids. They're pushing, so that's why you see a lot of our kids. They go through the JC and then they blow up, or then they go to a D1 or a good school to play. So I mean, it starts up top and it kind of trickles down. You feel me?
And the thing is, like, the JUCO way, like, we know a lot of people went through JUCO, ain't like, you know what I'm saying, Bear, you coach at a JUCO, like Twan, the person from our grade, went through JUCO, ended up going D1 and stuff. Shout out Twan for sure.
That's my guy.
You know what I'm saying? We know a lot of people went that route though. So it's like, it's a good thing, but some kids might need to go straight out, because you know what I'm saying, like,
yeah, no, I agree.
It's so much stuff that's going on. Like, you might be a raw athlete, but if you go in the city and you live in a point, now you still dealing with the politics of the hood.
Exactly.
You still, you know what I'm saying, like, even if you're gonna go to a JUCO, like, if you know, like, it's a chance you might want to go to a further one out or something, like, you know, or go to a JUCO in LA or something, where you still kind of getting away from all of the stuff that could distract you right here.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, we really in a circle. Like, if they see guys do it, that's why, like, Jew is a good example, like, because now kids can see, like, oh, it's tangible.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
I
we
agree.
just need more of it. We need more. We need more kids getting that exposure. You know what I mean? And that's all TB. Shout out TB. Like, that's all him.
Yeah.
Man,
You feel-
shout out
nobody higher than what he is helped him.
Right.
So, like, for people to say, like, coaches, it's the coach's fault. What do you mean? Like, not every coach is what you, like, want them to be. Like, you know,
Right.
in your
Exactly.
head. Like, everybody's not doing it for a name. Like, a lot
Exactly.
of guys do this
For the love of
for the love
Yeah.
of what we do for the kids, one, and because we love football.
Yeah, and us being coaches, I feel like, because just listening to this explanation, I feel like we both see that now. We both can see the other side of it, to where it's like, oh, damn, this coach, yeah, like, they really showing love to the players. You feel me?
Right.
They really trying to get the player out. You know,
Yeah.
they really was doing what's best for the player. So, I mean,
Like, just imagine if TB had the help of the athletic director, and I don't know if he did or not, but if he had the support from him and then his boss, like, you know what I mean? Like, that could go a long way. Now it's not just Jew. Now it's two more people from Mission. Now
Right.
you got Lincoln. Like, oh, how did they do that? Now
Right.
now you got Lincoln pushing people out the same way. Like, that's another thing. Like, the coaches, I don't know or not. Like, but I feel like it should be a thing with them. Like, yeah, we rivals when we get in between the lines, but outside of the lines,
We
like,
all got to work together.
we got to work together.
And that's where we got to get to the point where it's like, this is a bigger picture. This is about y'all getting to that next level.
yeah.
And if y'all could get there, like you said, between the lines, y'all trying to win. Everybody trying to win. But, like, listen, bro, this is your brother in battle. Like, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to come to him and see how y'all can work together to get there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like you said, Jew did it. So it's like now Jew could work with the people still at Mission. Like, hey, man, listen, this is what you got to do. This is what I did.
Yeah.
This how you go through it. This the test you got to take. How do you keep your grades? You know what I'm saying? Like, learning how to stay in communication. Because a lot of these coaches be, like, college coaches, into, like, how you communicate. Like,
Yeah.
if I hit you, you going to hit me back. Is you reliable? So it's like just working on that little stuff for people, you know?
Yeah.
Right.
But so I don't know. Something got to give, though, man. We got to find a way to expose our youth to bigger things, man, because it's a lot of talent, and it's just going to waste. Like, I know so many people from even our 4 years of high school that's just, oh, man, you remember when I used to go for this? I used to score Yeah, I do remember, bro. Like, and that's a shame you didn't get a chance to keep going. And it's like, it's not just the players' fault. People be like, oh, you decided to go to the streets. It'd be deeper than that, man. Like, that'd be all they know, and it's like they didn't get that shot, so what else was they supposed to do sometimes? So it's like people looking at it from the outside that didn't grow up in the hood, it's hard for them to really even grasp what's even going on in there. Like, it's really, like you said, a jungle. It's really, it's vicious.
Like, man, shout out Bean. Like, Bean don't talk about it, but people forget, man. That man was a
hooper.
athlete.
Yeah.
Not even a hooper. Like, people forget, man. Like, he used to do some crazy shit on the football field too.
Right.
Yeah.
I be forgetting he played football too.
Bean
I ain't
was an
gonna lie.
athlete, man. Shout out Bean, man.
Yeah, AAA Player of the Year his senior
come on,
year.
man.
So
Bean,
it's-
like, come on, you can't. If he was doing that, what he was doing, I think he was damn near averaging a triple double.
He was putting up numbers for sure.
Damn near. If he was doing that in the East Bay, bro,
He would have been getting looks.
come on, bro.
That's all I'm saying is, like, why do our kids can't get looks? Like, think about people like Herm. Like, shout out to my guy.
Come on, shout out Herm, man.
Herm, bro, it was a dog, bro. Like, I mean, he was probably 6'1", 6'2", but he played like he was about 6'8",
Yeah.
6'9".
Yeah.
I remember he shut Aaron Gordon down. Probably one of his worst games of his senior season was because of Herm. So it's like, how is somebody with a Russell Westbrook-like motor, bro? Like, how y'all not looking at him and say, we finna take a chance on dude?
That
Like,
boy
Nah,
don't get
nah.
tired,
I
boy.
would've-
not at all.
I would have scouted him just off his IQ. Like,
Just, bro, he
was
know where to be. Like, bro,
he was
practicing
a
with him.
hooper, like a natural hooper.
He know where to be. He knew where to, like, his assignments. He was never out of place. How is y'all watching this? And he gained the handle. He gained the jumper. He did everything that they said he really wasn't that strong at when we was younger kids. By his sophomore year, junior year, he had all of that. So, like,
Yeah.
it don't make no sense. That boy was a beast. He wasn't that big, but he played big. You know what I'm
Definitely
saying?
played
Like,
big.
he gave up 6-7 inches to Aaron Gordon and was in him.
It was still in him.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, man.
Like, sitting in the stance, making him pick up his dribble, like,
Yeah.
jump ball. Like, come on, man. He was giving AG fits, for real.
And he went on to play Academy of the Arts.
Yeah,
He still went on to play college ball, but I'm just saying, like, what he was doing in the progression he had over his 4 years, or even going back to middle school, because I've been knowing him since middle school, like, that's a D1 athlete. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, for real.
there was no question about it. Like, Twan, going back to him, when he did his senior year in football and in basketball, that was enough for him to be able to go straight to a D1.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like Taz, I mean, these people was putting up crazy numbers. Like, I mean, they won with co-player of the year.
Yep.
So it's, I mean, I don't know, bro. It's a lot going on.
If you even want to go before, it's like the Germs and the Galens, the Lavenders, like
Right, all of them,
the
like
Quincy's, like
Ballers.
Quincy.
All of them
Hey,
ballers.
shout out my brother Quincy. Quincy was. We went to the same church, but he used to come showing them highlights. I'd be like, boy, you a bad boy.
Hey, Quincy was
Quincy
crazy,
was a bad.
bro.
People forget because he started getting hurt later on. But
Yeah.
Quincy,
Hey, bro. Gal was in T-Day my freshman year, bro. So me and Lige we go to the game.
yeah,
Hey, bro, like he was crazy that season already, but like it's like he was like, bro, I'm running to the trophy, bro.
Yeah.
Like I need a
Vicious.
T-Day. Like he was,
Vicious.
bro. He was. That Gal team was crazy. That's another team. Like that team could have competed for, for state. That was a good ass team.
and I went to Y, so I ain't gonna say too much. but Quincy, my dog, I got to admit, if he wouldn't have got hurt that season, they would have gave y'all some action probably. I ain't
think
go.
so?
They could have. They was kind of
You
cool
think
with
so?
Wade in there.
Nah, we was meant to win T-Day that year.
Yeah,
It
I
was
mean,
supposed to really be us and Mission, but Mission fumbled the bag against Balboa.
yeah.
But we was destined to go to T-Day that year.
Yeah, y'all was gonna get there, but I'm just saying they would have gave y'all a little
Yeah,
action.
they gave us action without them. I think we played them in the. I think that Germany played them in the game to get into T-Day. I think.
All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in to the second episode of Dev Spot Podcast. Thank you to my guys, Bear and Kale, for stopping by. Great talk. See you later on in the season. They'll be back to go over some more picks, see how what they predicted turned out. Next week, we'll be talking NBA. We'll be talking playoff predictions. Hopefully, the all NBA teams will be out so we can see, compare. I have a good friend next week as well, my guy Dio. So we'll tune in. Thank you, everybody. See you next week. Also, make sure to subscribe, Dev Spot Podcast on YouTube. Appreciate it.